What's up, folks? This is Baxter from Collect and Destroy and the Collect and Destroy podcast, coming to you with another exciting product review. Today we're looking at the NECA Friday the 13th Pamela Voorhees Ultimate Action Figure. As with all of NECA's Ultimate figures, this figure is in 7-inch scale. Comes in beautiful, look at that varnish on the cover. Look at the shine of the varnish. It comes with a beautiful package, beautiful window package with full color art as we've come to know and expect from NECA. Pop this open. Nice art on the inside of Mrs. Voorhees. Before we, dig in, I always like to talk about the artists and the designers as much as I know about the designers. This is an anti-AI household. We love to give respect to those who have honed their craft and designed beautiful action figures like this and developed the packaging. Direction and development, Randy Falk, Stefan Fulkins. Sculpting, Jason Fraley and Thomas Gwynn. Fabrication, Anthony Minicino, Thomas Gwynn. Paint is John Wardell, Jeffrey Trapp. Prototypes are TrueCast Studios. Photography by Steven Mazurik. And packaging designed by Chris Ramo. If you're a Friday the 13th fan, and I am, this is a must-have for you. It's a must-have for horror fans. Obviously, the mother of Jason and the killer from the original 1980 Friday the 13th film is back to avenge the death of her son who drowned at Camp Crystal Lake. The counselors weren't paying attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned. So, without further ado, let's dig in. So the first thing that takes me is look at that expression on her face. It's just so eerie. It looks just like her from the movie. I'm really excited to add this to my collection. Mrs. Voorhees comes equipped with all sorts of fun stuff. She's got interchangeable heads, interchangeable hands, which you saw when I held up the box, a knife, an axe, a machete, a broken oar, and of course a bow and arrow. It's what's really nice is when you have the multiple hands and the multiple heads, it really creates an opportunity to customize. So whether you're doing toy photography or it's just on your shelf, I think it's really great to be able to set a scene. And obviously, the faces, the heads, they convey different types of emotions. Just so creepy. Great likeness. If you look at the packaging, there's a lot of inspirational images. And what I often do is I'll go online and I'll see, here's some suggested poses and some suggested ideas. And I think that really just helps stoke the creativity of what you can actually do, whether you choose to set your figures up the way that they do online or your own scene, or maybe they're in battle or they're in a situation or it's cross genre, whatever you might like. I think it's really great to have the options for customization. The broken oar is a really nice touch, takes you right back to the film. Again, customization, nice little detail. She comes with a knife. There's this nice little knife holder on here that can actually slide into. It's always nice to have functioning components and accessories. So there you can see the knife in the holster. That isn't terrifying at all. Here she is with the axe. And, there's been hundreds, thousands of Jason figures. So we're familiar with a lot of Jason Voorhees, but I think anytime you can add the even though she plays a huge part in the role in the movie, obviously what a twist. I still remember the first time I saw it, but secondary character, Jason is the face of the franchise. So when you can add all the other secondary characters, other characters, add mother to your collection, it just amps it up, takes it to the next level. And I like more than just the core characters. I like the weird characters. That's what I love about Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars, it's cool to have the main core figures, but when you can start getting into this droid that only showed up once in the Return of the Jedi, that for me, that makes the collection for myself. And last but certainly not least, we've got the bow and arrow here, which these accessories are something else. Very hyper detailed here. And between the accessories with the hatchet, the machete, the oar, and now the bow and arrow. I mean, you really have a lot of options. And then with all the different expressions of Pamela Voorhees, you really can set the tone and set the scene. Make sure that you're heading to necastore.com to order. I think you can get this at target.com as well. But I mean, just take Google, look for Pamela Voorhees, look for NECA. You're going to find an amazing ultimate figure here at 7-inch scale. A must-have for horror fans, like I said. Make sure you're checking out collectanddestroy.com. That's Collect X Destroy. And you can find Collect X Destroy on Spotify, Apple Music, all podcast platforms, social media, and of course, collectanddestroy.com. Until next time.